Hey guys, welcome back to South Florida and to yoga. My name is Shannon and thank you so much for joining me. We're going to be doing some work today on the shoulders. So if you have shoulder and neck pain, this is for you. That being said, we will be holding some of the stretches and the postures for a bit longer. So if you're new to the practice or you have really tight shoulders, some of it might be too much. So just do what you can. Listen to your body. Don't stress it out by forcing it to do something and think, oh, well, she's doing it, so my shoulders should do it. I've been practicing yoga 20 years and my shoulders are pretty open, and my shoulders can do things now I wouldn't have dreamed of doing with them 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago. So if I would have tried to do that then, I would have almost definitely hurt myself. So please, please don't hurt yourself. Please be kind and compassionate with your body. If you're not, who else is going to be? So with that, remember, check in. If at any point your shoulders go, oh, this is a bit much, stop. Stop, rest, move it around, get some fluid movement into the joint, see how it feels, okay? So, close your eyes. Breathe in and out. And so we're going to start with a little pranayama, a little yogic breathing practice. Nothing too fancy, we're just going to be counting our breaths. So let's try and go for an inhale to a count of 4 and an exhale to a count of 4, and just practice that a few times. Just as you inhale, think 1, 2, 3, 4, and as you exhale, think 4, 3, 2, 1. Just trying to make your inhalation and your exhalation even. Don't worry too much about getting it perfect. Just practice, try your best. It's yoga practice, not yoga perfect. Now we're going to try and inhale to a count of 4 and exhale to a count of 6. So try to make your exhalation 2 counts longer than your inhalation. Again, just try your best. Don't stress yourself out. If you're only exhaling to 3, that's okay. Go for 4 the next time. And if you get comfortable with 4, then go for 5 or 4.5. Just do what you can do. So if you can, think inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Maybe there's a little pause at the top. And then exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe a little pause at the bottom. And then inhale. 4 if you can, little pause at the top. Don't stress yourself if you can. Exhale to 6. So if you're still working towards 6, just work where you can work. If you're really comfortable at 6, we're going to go for 8. And if you just get to 7 or 5, that's fine. Do what you can. So we're still thinking inhale, 2, 3, 4. Maybe a little pause at the top when the lungs are full. And then exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe a little pause at the bottom when the lungs are empty. Maybe not. Inhale to 4 if you can. Stay soft in the jaw and face and throat. Try not to grit your teeth as you inhale and hold. And as you exhale, soften. Let your forehead relax. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Let your elbows get closer to your thighs. Let your knees get closer to the floor. Let's try one more. Inhale to 4, maybe a little pause, and then exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, how you feel now versus a moment ago. Just bringing simple awareness to your body, your mind, your breath. On your next inhale, start to lengthen up hips to head like you could grow an inch taller, like you could touch your head to the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Don't feel like it has to touch, just lower it. Inhale through center. And exhale to the chest. One more time, going really slow. Inhale to center, or maybe lift your chin and open the throat like you could lift through your throat as well. And when you exhale, lower the chin just where it's safe to go. When you get there, keep your chin down, take a deep breath in, start to roll your left ear towards the left shoulder, feeling that right side of your neck, right side of the shoulder and upper back. Inhale, chin down, exhale over to the left again, feeling that right side. One more time. Inhale, lower your chin, exhale back to the left, feeling the right side. And now start to inhale, lower your chin, and exhale, go off to the right. Feeling the left side. Inhale, lower. Exhale, explore the left side. One more time, breathe in, go slow. Breathe out and explore enough. It's safe, start to take a full circle. If that's not safe, keep that little U-shaped smiley face. Go side to side, ear to ear, right to left with your chin down in the middle. If you're making those complete circles, once you're finished this time, reverse and go the other direction, still breathing in. And out. And then come back into center, take a deep breath in, reach up through your chest, start to pull it forward, and as you exhale, start to circle the rib cage around. Inhale, chest forward, getting the shoulders into it as you move. Exhale, circle around. So everything's connected. Sometimes we think we have a pain in our neck or we have a pain in our shoulder, and that may be true. Deep breath in, circle the other way. But as we start to move, you often feel that that pain in the shoulder goes down the neck and the back, or that pain in the low back goes up to the shoulder and neck. Something in the hip, you feel in the waist. Something in the thigh, you feel in the knee. You know, we're one body, so everything is connected. One more deep breath. Really, we just think of the body as separate parts because it gives us a way to classify things and to talk about it, right? But shoulder, hip, knee, neck, it's all one body. Reverse the crossing of your legs if your legs are crossed. If that's enough knee crossing and you need to lengthen out, bounce, rock, circle, lean your back against the wall, sit in a chair, those are all things you're always welcome to do. Any of that makes your body comfortable, please do. So whatever you feel comfortable doing, we're going to start to move shoulders a little bit. So just start to inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Try not to lift too high. If you have a lot of neck and shoulder pain, you don't want to scrunch up and tighten up that area between the earlobes and collarbones and get it activated. So we're just gently lifting and lowering, just feeling what it's like when the shoulders are lifted and feeling what it's like when the shoulders are down. Because very often when we have a lot of neck and shoulder pain, particularly if it's chronic, we have this low level of activation that we're not aware of. We're not all the way up here by the ears where it would be obvious, but we're also not all the way down the back. Very often we're kind of activated and lifted just an inch or two up, just enough to have these muscles engaged and working for hours on end, and then we wonder why our neck and shoulders hurt. So after going up and down, we're going to start to go forward and back. Inhale forward, exhale back, breathe in and out. Just move your chest a little bit. Move your shoulders a little bit. Feel what it's like when the shoulders are hunched forward and your chin is lowered and your spine is rounded. And then feel what it's like when your chest is lifted and your shoulders are rolled down and your neck and throat and front side of the body feels open and lifted. Now we're going to start to move arms a little bit. Bring your hands by your hips. Take a deep breath out and up. Exhale home to your heart. Inhale out and up. Exhale home to your heart. One more deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Pause for a moment and notice how your shoulders and neck feel now. And just know when you're feeling that shoulder and neck tension and pain, you can pause. You can take a deep breath. You can make your exhale longer than your inhale, which is soothing and calming to our nervous system and our body. You can drop your shoulders consciously away from your ears, making space between the earlobes and collarbones, bringing the elbows closer to the thighs. Right? Just notice what's going on. Maybe move your arms a little bit, get some blood flowing into the shoulders and arms and upper back, and then notice if you don't feel much better. So we're going to bring right arm out to the side, left arm out and up, deep breath in, exhale, start to circle it around. Inhale out and up, exhale, circle around. One more deep breath in and out. If you can, pause here for one deep breath. Push the ground away, reach up, deep breath in, kind of cartwheel through the center and go over to the other side. And start to circle that top arm around. Breathe. So just move in any way that's nice. You can extend and bend, or you can circle around. You can start to go slow and tune in. Notice if there's something running down the side of your rib cage and the side of the neck and the shoulder and upper back. Just explore. Maybe go back a little bit. When you're ready, come back up. And then we're going to bring fingertips to the shoulders and circle your elbows. Breathe in and out, and out. Let's do one more deep breath. And then go the other way. Two more. One more. Excellent. Now, lengthen your legs out, bounce your knees, move them around. So if it wasn't comfortable to sit on the floor like that the whole time, you could do all those same exercises sitting in a chair, preferably one without arms, so your elbows and hands have free range of movement. You can also do that with your legs extended. And if it's uncomfortable to sit on the ground this long and you don't have a chair handy, you can always elevate your bottom up on a block, which will allow the knees to drop open more because we're changing the relationship between the knee and hip. By elevating the hips and bottom, we're changing this angle and we're letting the bottom and pelvis tip up, which lets your knees fall down and can make it more comfortable to sit this way. So just play with different things and see what makes your body happy. At this point, we're just going to bounce the knees and a little massage for the backs of the thighs after we've been sitting on them this long, those of you that were sitting. Now, we're just going to start to open the toes and knees to the side. So just a real wide sit. And on your inhale, lead with your chest, pull it through the window. And on your exhale, we're going to start to round. Chin down, hands slide forward towards the feet or in the middle or on your block. Just wherever you feel most safe and supported. And feel that line from the back of your skull, down either side of your spine, all the way to the tailbone. And if something is tight, start to notice where it is. Bring your attention right to that spot like a laser, a gentle laser focus, and begin to breathe into that place. So send the breath into the spot where you feel pain, tension, and stress. Take a deep breath in and then let it all go. Take 2 more deep breaths like this if you can. When you're ready, gently, slowly find your way back up. Now we're going to try thread the needle. So if you have really tight shoulders and neck, you're going to want to get yourself set up with a block, a pillow, a folded up blanket, whatever you can put under your head for support, because sometimes bringing the head all the way down on the shoulder and arm can just be too much pressure. So you're going to want to be set up like this with the block under your head so that your head's not flat on the ground and you're not getting this extra stretch in the side of your neck. We don't want to do too much too fast. So if it's a yes, sweep your right arm up, deep breath in. Exhale, start to come through the window and tap outside your left arm. Take a deep breath in, bring the right arm back up. And as you exhale, thread your needle. Right shoulder and arm come all the way through and down to the floor. So if you can, right shoulder onto the ground. Now, if your head comes all the way down to the ground, that's fine. If you have eyeglasses, take them off. It's not usually comfortable in this posture. If you want to put a pillow or block or something underneath your head for support, we want it running from the shoulder up towards the top of your head. And then just extend your left arm forward and start to drop your left elbow and shoulder down towards the ground. Breathe into your shoulders and upper back. Let go. Let your head and chest become heavy. And then maybe very gently wiggle your hips right or left until you find that spot where your shoulder needs a little more opening. Breathe into it. Let go. Maybe one more breath if it's safe. And if you need to come out and wiggle and move, do. If you're comfortable staying, we're going to stay. Make sure not to stay longer than your body is safe and comfortable. Whenever you're ready to come out, bring the left hand in front of your face. Inhale your right arm up. Feel free to wiggle the fingers, circle the wrist, anything that feels nice. Maybe move your right arm around. Maybe take some cat and cow curls. And whenever you're ready, we're going to go to the other side. So if you like the block for support, set up and protect yourself. If you like to go right in to thread the needle and hold, go for it. Whatever you choose, we're trying to pause and surrender. So not so much about balancing and binding as softening, surrendering, and letting go. And sending your breath into that left shoulder, sending it into any tight, sticky, sore, or uncomfortable places. Seeing if you can gently and consciously breathe into that place, and then softly and consciously let go of tension and stress there. Remember, if this is too intense, it's too long, don't stay. Listen to your body. You have to live in this body tomorrow. And you'll be wondering why you stayed and why your shoulder hurts. So please, please, please come out if your body wants you to come out. When you feel ready to come out, push through the right hand, raise your left arm up, deep breath in. Wiggle your fingers, circle the wrist, circle the arm. So of course, if you need to come out early, if your shoulder's been in there long enough, especially if we have tight shoulders, we're new to the practice, that would have been way too long for me and my body when I started. That's what feels nice now. So don't stay that long. You can go in and come out, and you can go in and stay for a breath or two, and then come out. You can wiggle your hips. You can circle that top hand and wrist. You can do some cat and cow curls. You can go into child's pose and catch your breath. So you can always find something else to do to move your body if you have to wait for just, 30 seconds or a minute while, we're holding a bit longer. So now if it's safe, we're gonna come onto the belly, all the way down. Those of you that like your chaturangas, feel free. Once you're down, toes are rocked left and right, low back is lengthened, toes are untucked. We're going to bring the right hand out to the side, left hand under the left shoulder, forehead to the floor, and then bend your left knee so your left toes are pointing up to the ceiling. Spread all 5 fingers on the right hand and breathe. For some of you, you might feel a great stretch here in this right shoulder. You might just want to kind of relax everything and breathe into this. If not, we're going to start to roll into that right shoulder just to where it's safe. So again, no glasses for this one if you can help it. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, start to push into your left hand, rolling onto that right outer hip, that right outer knee, the right waist and armpit. So we have the right palm down if we can. If your shoulder doesn't bend this way, don't force it. At this point in time, I'm able to drop my left toes and heel and even add my right foot, but that would have been way too much when I started. So you could take a block or a little pillow or blanket and set it up more or less where that left foot is going to land so that you can relax your left leg. You could also put a little ottoman, a little footstool, fold up some blankets, anything that you could put behind your right leg so that your left foot has somewhere to land. Relax your left arm into your body and breathe into that right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale and let go. So alternatively, you could also have a little pillow or block under your head here if that's too much shoulder pressure. So always adjust and breathe. And if it's too much pressure, you can stay for a breath or two and come out. If it's lovely, just pause and enjoy the deep stretch. Another alternative is to kind of inhale, roll halfway out, take some pressure away, and then exhale, gently push into your left hand, lift your left knee up, see how the right shoulder feels. So if this is way too much pressure for today, don't do this one. Maybe just do the beginning part of the video when we go into these longer holds with the thread, the needle, and this twist. You can stop, breathe, pause for even 60 seconds in silence before you go on about the rest of your day. Just feel your body and know gratitude that we can breathe and move and stretch and relieve some tension and pain. That we can shine the light of our awareness into the dark places and help ease suffering. Maybe one more deep breath here if you're holding. And when you're ready to unwind, slowly begin to push into the left foot if it's touching something like a block or blanket. Slowly come onto the forehead, moving the other block if it was under your head or pillow. And then just rest if you can, left ear down, so we're facing that right shoulder. Check in with the right shoulder and arm and make sure we haven't been putting too much pressure into the shoulder socket, more than the body is ready for today. If and when you're ready, we're going to go on to the other side. Again, if that's too much, just pause, rest in child's pose or shavasana, maybe take a twist each way, and then go on about your day. All right, so if you want to go to the other side, I'm just going to flip so that maybe you can see better. We're going to bring the left arm out, palm down, all 5 fingers spread, and we're going to be going this way. So if you like the block under your head, you could set it up so that it would be under your left ear. And if you like the other one, We're going to set it up behind the left leg so the right foot has somewhere to land when it goes up and over. So deep breath in. On your exhale, start to push into the right hand, rolling onto that left cheek and ear, that left rib cage and waist. That left outer calf and thigh and knee. And so you might like the block somewhere around the calf area if you have it behind the left leg. Breathe into your left shoulder. So again, if this is too much tension and stress, too much pressure on that shoulder, begin to drop the right knee down towards the left knee. Breathe in, start to come onto your belly. And then as you breathe out, start to push into the right hand. Start to lift the right knee up and see how that left shoulder feels. Inhale, remove pressure, drop the knee. Start to roll towards the belly and forehead. And as you breathe out, start to roll over and into the shoulder. Or find a space of tolerable pressure where you might be able to hold. Softening what you can soften, so we're not adding tension and stress into the right shoulder as we're working on the left. Go wherever your body feels safe and breathe. And as you're ready, gently, slowly unwind onto the belly. Make a little pillow for your head. Turn the right ear down so you can check in with that left shoulder and arm. Softly send your shoulder blades down your back, away from your ears. Let your breath fall out. Take one more slow, deep breath. And then inhale first and exhale, push back into child's pose. Find length from the tips of your fingers all the way down your spine to your tailbone. Let your elbows and armpits get closer to the floor. Take a deep breath in to prepare, and as you exhale, walk off to your left, lengthening and stretching your right side, maybe supporting your head with a block or maybe with the bent left arm. So whatever's good. Breathe into your right lung. Breathe into your right shoulder and arm. And then drop your right elbow and armpit towards the floor. So don't worry about whether or not we can physiologically breathe into the right arm. Just visualize and imagine expansion and opening up all around the shoulder, down to the hip, up to the fingertips as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, a surrendering, a letting go, a lengthening, a relaxing. And then gently, slowly start to work your way through the center and over to the other side. Breathe. Softening that left shoulder and arm. Breathing into your left waist and lung and rib cage and hip. Softening your face and jaw and throat and forehead. Maybe one more slow, deep breath. And then gently, slowly find your way back around to the front. All the way up. And we're going to find our way to seated. So again, if you're not comfortable sitting, maybe try sitting up on the block so that your knees can drop down away from your hips. And just breathe. soften your forehead. Relax your jaw. Take a deep breath in and try to make your out breath longer than your in breath. Namaste. Thank you for your practice today. I hope I get to see you again soon. Keep practicing.